This week we're gonna be doing cookie jars on the wheel, so let's get started. You're gonna need a bucket of water, your pottery wheel, 2 balls of clay. You're gonna want one about at least double the size of the second, a wire tool, a sponge, a needle, and some calipers. I always optionally have a wooden tool here, but that will be up to you guys. So let's get started. All right, guys, so I'm starting with about 1.5 pounds of clay, and we're just gonna go ahead and throw it like normal. Now, as far as throwing jars go, it's going to be really important that you guys end up making sure that your stuff is fairly centered by the time that we get to opening it up. If it's not, your top's going to come out uneven, because that's usually the first thing that gets messed up when you start throwing and something goes a little bit wrong. So it is worth taking the time to center a little bit longer to make sure that your lid is properly finished. So the only thing that's going to be a little bit different here is we're going to want to leave a little bit of clay at the top when we start to pull. And so how we're going to do that is when we start to pull, we're going to kind of run our fingers over the top. So as you see me pull up the clay, I'm going to kind of start to lighten my fingers as we get up here, because we just want a little bit extra. We are going to be making a lid that the top of it actually sits in, so there's going to be a flange on the body. So you do want to think of that when you are throwing this, because we're going to need that extra clay once we start to finish this later. So I'm just making the shape of my jar base right now. I'm going to start to clean up the bottom here, just so that way once we get to cleaning up the top and kind of making that flange, it'll just be a lot easier for us to finish up the pot from there. Alright, so I think this is about what I want my jar to look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of my fingers. I'm not going to squeeze, I'm just going to kind of hold and take the top of my other hand and just kind of compress this down, so that way we have a flat surface for us to use. So what we're going to do is, if you watched my planters and salsa dish video, I demonstrated a technique where I split the clay in 2. That's what we're going to do up here, just in a very much smaller, or a very small scale. So I'm going to keep 1 finger underneath here. You can really do this however you want. You can take your finger, just kind of press down on half of it. I don't like to do that. I really like to use a tool, which, like I said, was optional if you didn't want to do this with your hands. But we'll have our wooden tool here. I'm just going to take this, and halfway through I'm just going to kind of cut and push down. See how that's creating that lid there, and I have my hands underneath here just for support, but you'll see how now we kind of have kind of a gallery for our lid to sit in. Now, another thing you want to think of when you're doing this is that this outer edge doesn't fold over. You want to be able to get your lid in there fitting tight and not getting stopped by this if it's too far over. So you kind of want like a 90-degree angle right in here. Now, if you end up having a little bit of a wobble like I do here, we can always go ahead and take a needle. You want to be very delicate with these things. And this one didn't want to rip, so that's fine. We'll just kind of slowly take it off and maybe peel, maybe. There we go. Yeah, sometimes this doesn't go right, even for the best of us, and that's okay. I think that's all of it. Perfect. Get that back on there. So if you need to adjust this angle here, you can kind of go in sideways that way and flat on the bottom here, so that way you get a nice even angle. I'm going to go ahead and clean up anything else because we're really just trying to finish off this bottom part before we start our lid. Once we have the body the way that we want it, we're going to go ahead and take our calipers. We're going to measure that. Some people like to measure like this. Some people like to measure with it open like this. I kind of like to do it this way. But we just want to measure the inside of where that drops down. This is going to be where our lid sits. Now, however wide the inside edge is here, the thing that's going to hold onto your lid, that's about as much wiggle room as you have for this to fit when you end up trying to get this. But you want to get this kind of as close as possible. If you want to play it a little bit on the safe side, go a little bit smaller, but for me, I like to get a really snug fit with my lids. So once you have that, go ahead and tighten up your calipers here. Make sure that doesn't move. And I always double check second time that when I tightened it, it didn't mess that up, because I've done that so many times. All right. Go ahead and cut this off. Grab a new bat. We're going to start by centering and coning. So again, referencing my last video, this is going to be pretty similar to that splitting of the clay. But for this one, we're actually going to throw the knob into the pot. So instead of going down here, we're going to go a little bit off to the right, and we're just going to take our finger and push down. And it just kind of starts to float upward. I like to take my sponge and just use the whole thing to push down. Now this is definitely going to end up bigger than you want it to be at first. I like to flatten this out to where I like it, which this is far too big, and that's okay. And let's get a nice cool looking knob on here. It's kind of like centering just the tiniest little bit. Got this where we want it. Now let's go ahead and check. This is quite a bit wide. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make two little notches here and there, so that way I kind of know roughly how far this is. And I'm just gonna cut right along the outside here, all the way down. Now you could have just picked up the perfect amount of clay the first time. This isn't always a necessary step. I would just rather start big and then kind of cut down to size. It's a little bit easier for me, but you are welcome to do whatever you'd like. I don't mind dealing with the reclaimed clay. Alright. Another thing is you also want to make sure that when you are getting ready to finish this up, that these edges are a little bit flat. You don't want them to end up being too sharp. It ends up making things, you know, more delicate and easier to chip in the long run. So I like to always kind of square those off. This These seem still a little bit big. With these, it is kind of good to get over the pot just a little bit. And it's still a bit big, so I'm gonna cut this one down to size here. Yeah, because you're not gonna get an accurate measurement if you're not directly over the top, which is kind of a pain, but worth it for a nice fitting lid. If you have one of these, I like to use these for all these extra little bits. They are just metal ribs. I'm gonna go back and forth between this and this. One more time. That is our cookie jars part 1. I will be having a part 2 with a different kind of lid probably next week. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.